Like, she's advertising people on her fucking page, making TikTok videos calling them a racist. She should stop doing that. I don't know, but it's probably the paranoia of the dopamine and the fucking adrenaline that happens with ADHD. Like I said, I've been through it. I speak from experience. That's why I extract myself from this shit. Quit dragging me in it. How about that?
We're listening to
Kitty kept attaching me to the ship that Mallory was accused of the Billy Joe situation.
I'll probably give this.
I didn't want anything to do with that.
I'll probably give this 10 minutes.
I don't know Billy Joe's. I don't know any Billy most. Joe.
Give this 10 minutes.
Quit attaching my name to shit that's got nothing to fucking do with me. Telling me all about it. I'm upset about it.
At most 10 minutes for this.
And then getting mad at me when I'm involved. Shut the fuck up and leave me out of it. How about that?
We'll do 10 minutes of this.
We can do that.
A couple of things to address. Who said if you're a person of European descent,
it's the edited version,
that you couldn't sing or rap your favorite rap song? It's a known fact that about 90% of the rap music that's bought and produced is bought by people of European descent. So if you want to listen to Tupac, you can listen to Tupac.
Edited version. I love this song. Fuck you, bitch. Research. He's just like Mallory. He goes out and makes accusations against people with no fucking basis. In fact, he uses Reddit for his source. Remember?
Reddit's my source, according to RT.
Hold on.
RT, hiding, Alaska.
Let's get Pastor Petty's song out. And don't tell me I can't play Motown. I was born and raised in the D. It's my culture. Culture is a skin-color thing.
One of my favorite songs. One of my favorites. Let me tell you. Playing one of my favorite tunes right now. If you want to know where this is coming from, YouTube, this is coming from an app called TikTok, Chinese-based app. We're just listening in. There seems to be a lot of different people on TikTok with a lot of different opinions and don't like their opinions to be judged or pushed back on. They say they can't listen to certain genres. Who said that? I'm writing it down.
Apparently not. Here, we gotta check that privilege. We can't appreciate the music. No Motown.
I wonder where this is coming from, or is this just a...
We gotta check our privilege, and everybody else is on the internet, because that's where we're at in society today. Pointing out everybody's differences. Gatekeeping.
What person is keeping another person from doing what they want to do?
We gotta go out and call people scammers who actually pay people back. And then when we get called on it, call them racist to cover our asses.
She paid people back.
Seems you should have just admitted you were wrong to that woman.
She paid people back. She took some money. Like most people on this app, they take folks' money. And then they have to do an elaborate thing where they try to convince people that they pay people back.
No. It's called primitive camping. We don't really have a lot of campgrounds in Alaska. Kind of like Wyoming, it's pretty fucking primitive. What else we got here?
Sorry, you get to listen to this music. Damn, she gonna get me copyrighted.
Let's see.
Let me turn that down. I forgot this YouTube. The music does matter over here. So there's certain things that you can't do like you do on TikTok. You can't be playing music over here. You can't be playing music that you don't have rights to over here. That's the number one thing about YouTube. If it's an artist's song, you can't do that. They like their artists to make money. All right, so. Sorry. They want me to know who I'm supporting. So right now they're a little upset about what they're calling white privilege. I did have a question to that. What makes them white? I'm looking at her currently, and the color white is this color, and I don't know anybody that's this color. That color black that's right down there, I don't know anybody that's that color. I'm not that color. So there's a little misconstruing and a little upsetness about them not understanding their privilege, their so-called, because it is a made-up construct, white privilege to separate groups of humans. You know, they would like to separate us instead of just everybody being an equal human. You know, somebody made a valid comment. I don't like people, but I love being human beings. Valid statement, right statement. So we're listening to somebody who's very upset and with a lot of anxiety, had to deal with and not face the music about what happens to other people who don't have that power or privilege. What happens to people who have to deal with these misnumbers? What do they go through on a daily basis? Let's listen in some more. She's talking.
I never agreed with
Can't.
that.
Can't. She got the music playing. She has the music playing, so I can't. I can't play that on here. But I will tell you by putting this phone to my ear what she's saying. There's white people over there fighting either. There's a lot of different people fighting. Why can't they have a patch in the MC in the motorcycle club? She has a problem with that. She walked away. Give it a second, she'll be back. Hold on, she's back. She said we're going to speak on that. There's a lot of history that people don't know about because they're not allowed to talk about it anymore. About somebody getting bent out of shape. She said we lose history that way. A lot of people don't know a lot of things if they could hear these things. It's a Memorial Day weekend. Having conversations about the past and history are very important because you lose that culture. You lose that knowledge. Just as disgruntled as society, it's another election year. It's always going to be race baiting. I wish people would stop pointing out differences in skin color. Sassy's from Palestine. I enjoy talking to people from other countries and cultures, getting their perspectives. First thing I ask someone from another country is, what is your viewpoint of Americans in your country? Ask us the question for a reason. Every effing time, they say Americans are selfish. Selfish Americans. And that's what I figure. Why are you still talking about it, Morgan? If that's what you're hung up on, I suggest you find another chat. You want me to stay hung up on that word. We moved on to past that a long time ago. Seems like you need to check your effing self, not me. I don't need to focus on the word. We're talking about history. We're remembering veterans because that's what Memorial Day weekend is for. What does that word have to do with Memorial Day? I don't either. I'm ready to go to Europe and join their general consistence. This B is wanting me to effing is to get a whole generation on the N word on Memorial Day weekend when I'm educating you on the Buffalo Soldiers. How? Hold on, we'll get right back to it. Do some cultural education. Jesus Christ, this country is so screwed. We need to start looking into RT jobs in Europe. I'm over it. Let's go Rome, Switzerland. This is effing ridiculous. I need a different algorithm of TikTok. We need to create a Switzerland account or something. I'm gonna create a European account somewhere. Somewhere. I'm gonna buy an account somewhere else to see what they look at every day. Cause this is BS. Ah, I'm outside. We were educating about veterans and the Rough Riders and the Buffalo Soldiers. I'm not a bro or a sis. No, I'm a sis. Have some respect. You won't have to worry about it no more. Can't you just appreciate the view? I bet you those trees aren't don't identify as other trees as different than them. I bet you nature is in harmony with itself and in balance. I bet you. I bet you a spruce doesn't identify any differently than a blue spruce tree. They don't point out the differences in people. I'm sorry. I hate that. I hate that. A lot of the trauma education I do is finding, especially with women. And you don't have to answer this. A lot of women are who are overweight. It's a comfort thing to have some serious trauma. And and if you look at the obesity rate in the United States, who use how many people use food for comfort, there are a lot of the people who went through trauma in life that was hidden because they weren't allowed to talk about it. So if we were focused on the mental health issues and the root problem, we wouldn't have all these existential problems. And that's what we need to focus on. With all these distractions and all these hateful things and calling people and body shaming because of their weight, you don't know what they went through to get there. You don't know the struggles they had as a child. Oh my God. It's sad. It's been some of those 600-pound, 1,000-pound life people die. I have people like that who are my patients. It's sad. And when you listen to their stories and understand where they're coming from and you speak for them, it's trauma, honey. A lot of that is trauma. Whether it's recalls by parents or Gen X's are effed up, who bruised. Our parents took their trauma out on us. Yes, oh, we raised ourselves. And I do feel, and that racism is taught. And the more that you point it out, the more prevalent it becomes. If I don't look at people's differences and I don't point them out, other people don't see it either, right? Wrong. But when you sit there and point it out and you identify people, that means you look at people differently. I look at people with curiosity. What makes you tick? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm just. What am I doing? I'm just. What am I doing? I am just repeating what someone is saying on TikTok named RT. That's what I'm doing. Joanna, Miss Blaze, let me hold up. Hold up. Hold on. I just I don't think Uh, Hold on, she's turning something on. Hold on. She's turning on something on. 1 second. She could talk, dog. Dog, she could talk. Dog, she could talk. Dog, she could talk. Oh, hold on. She looking for something right now. Hold on. Hold on. She looking for something. I'm trying to see what she looking for. Hold on. iTunes. Y'all still listen to iTunes? I'm on YouTube Music. All right, I think she's getting tired of talking. All right, with that, happy Memorial Day, Buffalo Soldiers. If you know, you know. Always keep your Buffalo Soldier item nearby. There was a female Buffalo Soldier. Let me go pull that and tell you about that. Let me tell you about Kathy Williams. Kathy Williams on this Memorial Day, you might as well get. Kathy Williams defied her time to become the only known female Buffalo Soldier. Today, we use the term contraband to refer to forbidden merchandise of any kind. But imagine being labeled as contraband, illegal goods, stolen thing, property that is in a place it would not be. It should not be. A slave who was during the American Civil War escaped to or was brought within the Union lines. Who is Kathy Williams? Born in Independency in Missouri around 1844. Some accounts say 1842, to a slave mother and free father. Her name was Kathy Williams before she was known as William Kathy. She was the first African American female soldier to enlist in the Army. With the Army. She is the only documented black woman to serve in the Army in the 19th century. She is the only known black female soldier who was a part of the Buffalo Soldiers. Her primary label, contraband. Before her voluntary enlistment, her status as contraband and captured slave meant she was pressed into serving at 17. Into serving. At 17, her role as an army cook and washerwoman meant she accompanied the infantry all over the country. During these travels, during the service of General whoever, Williams witnessed the Red River Campaign and the Battle of Pease Ridge. Post-war job opportunities for the newly freed slaves and for African Americans in general were non-existent. Inequality and the lack of access bore down on African Americans to a smothering degree, particularly in the southern states. Many had no choice but to turn to military service to afford themselves not only employment, stability, but newfound access to health care, education, and post-war benefits by way of a pension. Man, go read on Miss Williams. Go do yourself a deep, deep read on Miss Williams. Go do a very deep. Hey now, go do a deep read. You know, go do a deep read on Miss Williams and the women. The women. You might end up getting you some Buffalo Soldier merchandise because you're gonna feel like a soldier. You're gonna be empowered. Stories they don't tell you. War stories they do not tell you. With that, I'm closing out and ending this stream. You have yourself a happy Memorial Day. You hug somebody and you treat somebody nice. All right? Holla. 77 News out.